it's us. It's Laura and Vanessa Marano. I hope you guys know who this is if you're watching my page, because that would be confusing if you didn't. I usually kind of prep people for when I'm doing Instagram Lives, but we just decided to do a surprise one because our trailer just came out.
I definitely wrote on my Instagram yesterday that we were doing this, so I don't know how much of a surprise actually.
But when did we? But you didn't write a time.
No, I did not write a time.
Because I was going to say, we were definitely not.
No, I only wrote that the trailer came out at 10 a.m. today on ET Online, which is very exciting. And we are really excited that you all get to watch it. If you haven't watched it, go there right now. And we're going to answer any questions that anybody may have.
Yeah, my mom's right now in the back playing something. I don't know what's happening. But yes, we are so excited. We're going to be posting on our pages too. But it's on ET Online, and we wanted to answer any questions now that you guys have seen the trailer and know a little bit more about the story. We're probably not going to guess people because the my iPad breaks when that happens. So, but we want to answer questions and talk to you guys and just get you guys as excited as we are that this movie is finally coming and finally happening. Oh, and by the way, hi Acne Free. It's a little heart eye emoji.
Yeah, but we're so excited that it came out today. For anybody who couldn't be at Y'all West to see the sneak peek, we know it took a while, so thank you for being patient, and we're really excited for everybody to watch it on Entertainment Tonight Online.
And they have some behind the scenes photos as well.
They do.
Which is very exciting. So I'm excited to see some of them because I haven't seen some of them.
You want to go? Is that a question thingy? Is that what that thing
is? So we can. Hi, Jordan Taylor. Okay, so here we go. Okay. There's a lot of random questions here. We're looking right now in the little question situation. Let's do a random one first because I don't know why, but. What's our favorite ice cream flavor? For me, it's actually vanilla, which I know is ironic if you guys have seen The Perfect Date. Chocolate and vanilla. I'm pretty boring. I'm like, that's kind of my straight up one.
And it's probably chocolate too. Although I'll be really honest, I'm probably equal opportunity with ice cream. I will have anything.
You'll have anything?
Coffee.
Yeah, I will not have anything. Oh. I especially, this is going to be a very contradictory and controversial, not contradictory, high words, controversial statement, but I do not like mint chocolate chip. I know, I'm sorry. But you know what I do like? Saving Zoe, which the trailer is out.
It
Woo!
is. ET Online.
We're just going to keep repeating that because we're very excited about it.
I might ask you a Saving Zoe question.
Ask me a Saving Zoe question.
Great. What was it like to cut the trailer? What was that process like? I have no idea. Obviously, I wasn't a part of it, or I don't know the answer to this question. But like,
great question, Vanessa, who was very much a part of that process. We Blue Fox Entertainment, which is our distributor, worked with a trailer house. That they are absolutely awesome. And basically they took a stab at it in the beginning. And so they kind of set up a lot of things and then they sent it to us for notes. And we are all very controlling and very detail oriented. And so we had a little bit of thoughts of what we want to do and music and blah, blah, blah.
Music. Talk about that.
Yeah. Well, before I get into that, but basically, our movie, without giving too much away, but our movie kind of starts with one sort of vibe and becomes a very completely different vibe. So it kind of starts as you think it's this coming of age kind of movie, and then it gets into...
It's very hard to cut a mystery type trailer.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to give anything away, but you also want to highlight the most exciting points of the film.
Yeah, so I think it took us a second to find that, but I think we found it, and everyone working was like pretty awesome. So, side note, I'm also texting people because of Game of Thrones, and I can't actually think straight because I have so many feelings. Okay. Let's see. That's interesting. What is the best part about acting? And we can kind of talk about maybe our favorite acting part in, sorry.
I'm getting so many text messages.
About Game of Thrones. I'm so upset.
That could be a whole other live stream.
Oh, and then we'll go into the songs of the trailer, because
Yeah.
I realized I didn't talk about that, 'cause I can only think two things at once. Okay, Vanessa, you go. What's the best part about acting?
My favorite part about acting is being able to tell a story from specifically just a character point of view. So like when you're writing, you're obviously thinking about the whole thematic elements to it and the overall story, but when you're acting, you're only in charge of your character, their feelings, and telling a story from their perspective, which ends up being a small piece of the puzzle of the whole story. So
Yeah.
that's what I like about it. I also like this is where I get like crazy, but I like that you're kind of hiding everything that you're doing. Like a good actor, it should just seem like they're the character and that's all that's happening, but there's so many things that are happening. You're hitting your mark.
Yeah.
You have to find your light. You have to like cheat out to camera in a certain way. Like there's just so many things.
Yeah, there's so many things on your mind that's more
that you
than
have
just...
to completely pretend and make the audience not realize you're thinking about. And that's oftentimes, I think, the hardest part about it.
Totally. Yeah, I think... Yeah, my favorite part about acting is I feel like it teaches me empathy, because I'm such a cold-hearted child. No, but because, you know, every character you play, you obviously have to have some sort of empathy, even if they're different from you, or you have to kind of put yourself in their shoes. So I always try to put myself in my character's shoes, but through that I kind of learn about the different characters that I play. And so I feel like it is a great learning process for me, and something that I super enjoy. I think something that can be tough when you're acting is that you don't control the narrative or control the storyline. You know, if for 7 seasons you were one character and then all of a sudden you become a completely different character where you're crazy.
And there wasn't like a lot of time to like really develop that was happening. And
You're riding a dragon.
And maybe you like focused on like a lot of like, you know, White Walker type dead undead army sort of things and didn't really give the time to the character.
Let's not spoil anything. All I'm saying is, you know, you don't have that or you don't have that control, unfortunately, as an actor and actress, if you don't like where your character's going. But what was really cool is
about, you know, Zoe.
We obviously weren't controlling the narrative aspect. Like it's based on a book by Alison Noel, but as producers, we did have quite more control than we usually have, which
over how the story is told, which is why this project's so personal to us, is that everybody here knows us as actors and has seen us perform in that way, but this is a far more personal story because we got to really have an input on how it was told.
Totally.
Very exciting.
Totally. Great question, xs.issy.xe.
So what about the music in the trailer, Laura?
Well, for the music in the trailer, you know, I actually have, in the beginning, the instrumental of an original song that I used to sing.
That hasn't come out.
That has not come out, but I used to sing on different shows that I had. So I'm very curious if you guys can tell what song that is.
Ooh, that's interesting. Who can guess?
I know.
It's just based on the instrumental, yeah.
Because I used to perform it all the time, but I have not released it. And that was kind of cool. It kind of fit perfectly because it kind of started the trailer with this vibe of, oh, this is kind of a fun, you know, coming of age kind of story, you know, teen movie, and then it gets real dark real quick. So I'm very excited for you guys to see it. You guys can totally, you know, exit out of here, watch it, and then come back and tell me what you think, because I'm dying to know. Hi, Abby_Rob06. Hello. It's funny, it's crazy that it's finally happening. We've been, you know, working on this for so long, and obviously the last Instagram Live that we did, which was 2 weeks ago? Or was it a little week and a half ago? It was last Friday. Not this Friday, but the Friday before.
Yeah.
You know, we announced that Saving Zoe's coming out July 12th, which we're super excited about. And then, you know, now that the trailer's out and you guys can actually see the trailer, it's really exciting.
Very exciting.
Yes.
We want to hear your feedback, and we're really excited for you guys to see it.
Yes. Oh my God. Hold on.
You're getting so many texts.
I know. That's what happens.
Game of Thrones.
And lots of things.
It's a big day, guys. Game of Thrones was last
day.
night, and the Saving Zoe trailer came out today.
Okay, sup, Hamo Hammond. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? I don't know. I like where I live, but I do love Italy. I think it would be...
I don't know if I could live in Italy.
I don't know. I do love it. I It's pretty cool.
Like there's like a whole language thing that has to happen. And, like I speak Italian.
That's a
and
good
I still
point.
don't feel super confident living there and communicating.
That's a very good point. I do love Australia. Australia is quite nice. Where would you go?
Besides California, I don't know.
I could say New York.
New York, maybe. But
I'd say
again,
New
I'm
York.
also a weather baby, so I have dreams, but I also am very realistic about the fact that
You wouldn't survive?
I'm spoiled by California weather.
I'm set up. My glasses are so dirty. I can like see the reflection. Okay. Okay, hold on. More questions. Someone said, have you watched Sacred Games? No. I haven't watched Sacred Games, but I like it if I like Game of Thrones. Okay. Hold on. Ooh, that's a good question. Was it hard filming this movie because it seems pretty intense and your sister's like in real life?
Yes.
Yeah, it was definitely quite intense filming. There were so many wonderful things that came with it. Like I loved our crew, I loved our cast, but it definitely was very hectic. The shooting schedule, we had 15, 16 days to film a whole movie.
I know. And then to top it off, just the concept of the film is very heavy.
Yeah.
And we've experienced a fair amount of loss in our lives and grief that has to do with, losing someone. And that's why this story really resonated with us, was because I think a lot of people experience that, and it's such a big part of life that is so tragic. But life continues on past those tragedies, and how do you cope with that was something that was important to us to tell a story about. Yeah, no, I think there was definitely a lot of, emotional scenes that were tough to kind of get there. I know they were sad to film. It's funny, months and months and months before we filmed the movie, we had a crazy incident where, it's a long story, but Vanessa, I don't even know where you're going.
Vanessa almost got kidnapped, but she didn't really get kidnapped at all. It was like a scam that happened, but it's such a long story. But I remember being on the phone with the police and saying something of a similar nature that I actually say in the movie of like, my sister's so smart, she would never have let this happen. It's such a long story. There's a lot of details. But I think that's also important too. But when blame yourself for certain things, and you come from a point of view of like, well, I would never expect this person to allow something to happen, and oftentimes it's not in your control, and it's how do you resonate with that fact of like, oh, okay, there's so many things in life that you can't control. How do you continue on and remain hopeful in your life when you've experienced tragedy and you've experienced things that you can't necessarily fix? But I guess I was going on the tangent of saying, with that happening, and then definitely putting yourself in the shoes of, being in this world where your sister's dead or your sister's gone. Obviously it's quite personal because we are really sisters, and so it was like there were moments that it was like really a weird headspace to be in. But I'm so excited for you guys to see it because it was I think it was worth it. So. Absolutely. So thanks, Miss Melbourne. So I think we should let everybody maybe take a chance to go watch the trailer and give us your feedback. Send some DMs. What, Mom? Send some comments.
To go watch it.
Yeah, you can go to ET Online.
Entertainment Tonight.
Where, Mom? You want to say it?
No, that's okay. You can say it.
She's literally saying it in the background, and then we turned it on her, and she's like, no, I don't want to say it.
Yeah. But you guys can watch it on Entertainment Tonight.
Online.
ET Online. And
they posted it at 10 this morning, and it's very exciting. There's some behind-the-scenes photos, and we want to hear your feedback about how everybody likes it. We hope you guys like it as much as everybody at Y'all West did. So. And it's also in my story. If you guys go to my story and you guys swipe up, you can watch it. And I'm going to be posting it on my actual page pretty soon, and I'm so excited it's here. I'm going to figure out how to do all of those things because I don't necessarily know how to do them, but Laura's going to tell me. Yay! That'll be great.
Tell me too.
Great. I love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.